Hello guys, for the most of you are watching my YouTube channel, request for anchor system. So today I'm going to do a demonstration of anchor system. Anchor system become very popular setup in 2018 due to the locking road obstacle. The first time I saw this setup around 2016. The original purpose of anchor system it is for giving a better recovery when your rear roller on the bottom gets caught on the wall. Another purpose, due to the wood truck sometimes has a big gap between each piece of the truck. The anchor system makes roller more adapt to the gap in order to pass the gap section more smooth. And the last year, 2018, the locking road obstacle is considered a large version of the gap. So the anchor system became a necessary setup for 2018 locking road. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, let's move to the parts you need for this modification. The item number 95387, mass damper set with ball connector. Second, the item number 95433, the HD carbon front stay for 4 crowd mini 4-wheel drive. This item has variety item number depending on different years Tamiya reissued. Third, the item number 15499, the HG carbon white rear plate. And by the way, any kind of carbon rear stay works as well. But today's video, I'm going to use this item number 15499 as a sample. Number 4, lock nut. Tamiya has variety choice of lock nut, either aluminum or metal. The difference is aluminum is weight 50% less than the metal one. So my personal suggest for you it is to use aluminum one because it is lighter. Number 5, the mushroom cap. You can find this mushroom cap in a lot of package. This is the one I have on my hand. So today's video I'm gonna use the mushroom from this package. Number 6, item number 15454, the 2mm cap screw. Number 7, the spring, the item number 10305. Okay. Moving to next, the number 8, you need a car catcher. Doesn't matter what color. I know they have variety part number, and also if you have any leftover scrap, it is okay as well. Next, the tool you need for this modification. First, the electrical handy drill or any hand drill. Make sure you have 2.2 or 2.1 millimeter drill bit attached to it. Second, any kind of double side tape. Third, ball end shape rotary bit. The one on my hand I bought from Japan, the jewelry hobby shop. I did some research online. Actually, a lot of local tool stores carry different type of which also works as well. As long as it has a ball shape end, size around 6.5 millimeter to 7.5 millimeter diameter, it will works. Number 4, micro mini machine or rotary tool press table. My video today, I'm going to use micro mini machine for today's demonstration. No matter what you use, the idea is same. Number 5, sandpaper. Recommend number need to be higher than 1500. Number 6, countersunk bit. Tamiya carry this bit in the shop, so you can easily find it in your local hobby shop. Let's move to the modification. First, I'm going to do the most hardest part in this anchor system modification. We have to make a volcano shape hole. It is about 6.5 millimeter on top and 4.5 millimeter on the bottom. I'm going to set up the item number 95387, the carbon plate on top of the vise. In the center of the plate, I'm going to make a hole. Here are some tips I want to share. Make a cross line from the left to the right of the mounting point and the top to the bottom of the mounting point. Then you can tell where the center point it is. And also you will notice it is in the middle of the Tamiya star logos. I will start with 2mm drill and make a hole. Use my eye level to make sure the initial hole it is in the middle of the center. Then I will switch to a big drill to make the hole a little bit bigger. Then finally, I will switch to 6.5mm ball end bit. Here's the tricky part. Depending on what type of bit you have on your hand, but the bit on my hand, I'm not going to turn on the machine to continue drill the carbon plate. Instead of that, I'm going to use my hand to rotary the bit manually. Gradually make the hole bigger and bigger. Because the micro milling machine has too much torque, and the carbon fiber it is 5 times stronger than steel, so my bit cannot tolerate the pressure. Eventually it will get broken. So I'm going to slowly turn my bit and make sure on the top of the micro milling machine you keep pushing down slowly. And this is how it is supposed to look like. But of course you can drill the hole a little bigger and deeper. Due to my bit is not big enough, so I'm going to continue drill a little bit bigger. This is how it looks like right now. Due to I'm only going to do a single layer of the carbon plate, so my hole is not really like a ball shape. If you plan to do a double layer carbon, as you can see on the picture, which is a download from internet, you can make the hole more bigger, shallow, and more like a ball shape. Then you have to use a bigger, flat, and a ball-shaped bit. Either of them react in different way. The one I have right here on my hand, it is more firm. If you make the hole more shallow and more like a ball shape, as you can see on the picture, it will work more smooth and less firm. It depends on overall setup. I will make another video in future to talk about it. But remember this, both styles, the process of modification are same. Let's move to the next. I will set 2 pieces of double-sided tapes on top and the bottom of the vise. Then get a car catcher. Cut a small pieces of a car catcher scrap. Make sure it is bigger than the carbon plate. Sit on top of the vise. Drop the same cutting bit which is I used to cut the carbon plate. Manually rotary the bit and make a hole on top of car catcher. Make sure the hole needs to be slightly bigger than the hole on carbon fiber. After you finish, measure it again. Then get a round pen or any shape of round stick. Make sure the round stick needs to be slightly smaller than the hole on the catcher. Place double-sided tape on one end of round stick. Cut a small long pieces of number 1500 sandpaper. Round the sandpaper on top of the round stick. Then slowly polish inside the surface of the hole. When you are done, place double-sided tape on top of the carbon plate and place the car catcher on top of it. Make sure the hole on catcher needs to be match up the hole on the carbon plate. Then on top of left and the right mounting point on the carbon plate, use 2mm hand drill to make 2 holes. After that, use scissors to chase the shape of the carbon plate to remove the extra plastic on the car catcher in order to make a car catcher same shape as the carbon plate. You can also use a knife to fix the shape. When you are done, remove the extra scrap on top of the car catcher surface. Here are 2 pieces I just made. Next, I'm going to remove a little bit on the bottom of the carbon plate, which is right here. Because as you can see, it is a little bit oversized when you set that on the rear. This is how it looks like after remove the bottom. Make sure do the same thing to the car catcher as well. Move to the next. I'm going to set up the 40 crown plate on top of the carbon plate. By doing that, first you need to make a countersunk mount at the bottom of the carbon plate. And then move to the 40 crown plate. you have to trim a ball-shaped notch in the middle of that. Then insert a 5mm countersunk screw. Make sure insert the car catcher in between of that. And the final, set the 40 crown plate on top of that. Then use a lock nut to lock everything together. After that, this is how it looks like. Next, I'm going to fix the carbon plate a little bit. There are two locations on the carbon plate which I'm going to remove in order to make it match the shape of the 40 crown roller stay. I'm going to use the knife to chase the edges of 40 crown carbon stay, make a line. Then use the rotary tool to follow the cutting line to remove the extra carbon. Of course, you also can use micro milling machine as well. This is how it looks like right now after remove the extra carbon. Now, let me go ahead and put everything back together. After that, use a knife or blade to follow the shape to remove the extra pieces on the car catcher in order to all three layers are same shape. Now you can see the carbon plate on the bottom, it is match the shape of the roller stay on the top. Here's the tricky part. If you don't remove those extra carbon, make the carbon on the bottom match the top. Eventually, for later assembly, will give you an issue. I will explain that later when I do an assembly. Next, I'm going to do the rear support by using item number 15499 as an example. In order to make this 1.5mm rear bumper to fit our modification, we need to drill two extra mounting points which is located here and here. I'm going to use a ruler or any kind of straight gauge to make a straight line which is level with these three mounting points on the top. Then use a blade to make a cutting line. The distance between the left to the right mounting point located on the bottom, it is about 34mm. Use a digital caliper to mirror the same measurement on top, then make another cutting line. Here's all the cutting line looks like. At the inside of corner cross, you need to make a 2mm diameter mounting point at each side. Before you make the mounting point, use a digital caliper to double check the dimension. From the middle of the mounting point to the vertical cutting line, it should be 17mm long. And then place the carbon on top of the machine and drill 2mm hole on each side. This is how it looks like now. Next, remove the left and the right wings and also remove a little bit on the top by following my mask tape diagram on the video. You can use a rotary tool or micro milling machine to do the job. This is how it looks like right now. Right now I'm going to do the modification of mushroom. Use 2mm or 2.1mm drill bit to pierce the mushroom. Make sure to repeat couple times until you feel the canal is loose enough. Remove the pop-up tips on top by using plastic cutter. Then get an item number 15454, the 2mm cap screw. Use the screw which is 30mm long. Insert the screw into the mushroom. Make sure the mushroom can move freely and smooth. Now I'm going to make the underguard and the middle support. Get another package of 40 crown plate. Make a cutting line in between these two mounting points. Do that in both sides. Then you can use a rotary tool to remove the left and the right wings by following the cutting line. Of course, micro milling machine works as well. This is how it looks like right now. Now, get to the previous rear support I just modified. Insert two screws on the left and the right, the extra mounting point which I did. Place the middle support on top of that. Lock both the carbon plate together with the nuts. Then turn around. Use 2mm drill bit to drill a hole through the top to the bottom. in order to modify the 40 crowd pieces can have same mounting point in the middle as well. Next, our final modification, the underguard. Depending on what size of roller you are going to use. Today's setting, I'm going to use 19mm rollers. On these two pieces underplay, I'm going to expand the hole, which is for 19mm roller, a little bit bigger, in order to fit the head of 2mm cap screw. The head of 2mm cap screw, it is about 3.7mm diameter. So I'm going to expand around 4.2 to 4.5 millimeter. The best way, it is using Tamiya countersunk bit to pierce through the carbon. You can either use rotary tool or micro milling machine. I'm going to use micro milling machine to drill the hole. So as you can see, this is how it looks like. Next, make a countersunk hole for each end of underplay. Move to the last setup for the underplay. The head of 2mm cap screw, it is about 1.9mm thick. And the carbon plate, it is about 1.5mm. So I'm going to trim the head a little bit thinner, like 1.49mm. Simply using rotary tool with sand disc to trim layer by layer until it reaches the destination size. Here's all parts for anchor system. I'm just finished, including one top support, one rear bottom support, one screw with head trim for mushroom, one piercer mushroom, and two head trim screw for the roller. One main anchor system body with car catcher on top, carbon plate on the bottom, and the 40 crowd stay on top of it. And also here's the two underguard plate. And this is all for today's video. Next video, we will do assembly tutorial. If you have any concern or any mistake I made for this video, or any updated information which is I didn't include in this video, please leave a comment or email to service@m4d10.com. If you like my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And I also have Instagram. Scan the QR code or search for Matt_10. You also can go to my website to ask a question at the forum or shop for professional Tamiya mini 4-wheel drive parts or tools. And thank you for watching.